It's going to be a real big test. How much do they like elevate 33 in his pick and his style, and they stick with what 33 is best with. They do not go for what you were saying was potentially giving 9 the game-winning hero. Yeah. They stick with 33. They stick with the formula that has gotten them here and gotten them so far in previous tournaments.
I mean, 9 just wanted that Tuskar. He wanted it too bad.
Yeah.
But I think Visage was the other hero I'm considering, just because there's, you have to play it into this early CM Ember Spirit. There's this Sand King, but at the same time you can destroy the positioning from Oracle in the fights. It is a 4 Oracle, so taking him out.
I mean, you can see the CS bottom lane as well, and the HP levels. This lane, since they opted to put the bottom 5, you don't have as much kill threat in this lane. A bottom Slark is very much chipping you down, abusing right clicks, abusing like individual skill in the CS. And I can definitely see a world where if Tundra plays this well, suddenly Sand King's low HP, can't come up to the wave. This is essentially, oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Skeeter actually getting super low. That's it. Amar picks up the first blood.
Wow, that was a crucial mistake from Skitter, staying up a little bit too long while Sand King's getting the pull off, feeds that kill away. Now suddenly Amar, 700 gold, he's gonna have plenty HP, plenty regen. Yeah. Totally changes the trajectory of this lane.
I mean, that's huge for them. This is, if OG can pick a hero to have a good early lane, it's probably the Sand King, because normally this hero gets abused. So if he's getting accelerated, it's even better for them. I mean, that was that lane getting pushed deep, right? You get the caustics, you get that burrow, equilibrium. Winning OG one of these side lanes at least. Whatever, it's about getting into the mid game where he's going to one-shot the backline. But do you try and force these early rotations to make up for this lane being a bad matchup?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that depends on how this top lane goes. I think that's where you're really happy to have a player like Neta in the offlane, because your offlane is doing pretty well right now. You can look at the CS, Morphling very, very low, not doing the greatest in CS chart. Because if Morphling's having a good lane, it's pretty hard for this Tusk to go top. But now Morphling, he's getting a little bit low. Maybe Visage gets a 6 faster. Maybe suddenly Tusk, comes up here and tears the game open.
I mean, talking about that, you're getting doubled up on Morphling. It's pretty bad. Another Burrow Strike fight.
Yeah, Sandstorm doing some work. Snake King's going to hop out of it to be able to finish off Taiga. Should be no problems there. And you can see the strength of the Slark is building up now against this Sand King. He has no options here. He's going to be blocked up. He does manage to pick up the bounty rune, yes, but it's all but inevitable. He's going to go for the Burrow Strike, perhaps to the other side of the cliff, but he gets hit by the snowball first before he could get the jump away. 2 kills in the bottom lane for Tundra, making up a bit for that first blood.
You're going to play 5 Mirana. You better hit your damn arrows, son. That's all I know. If you miss those, your impact goes down incredibly. But definitely bailed out his Tusk there. Huge play. Waste some Ember's time as well. Another arrow. 2 for 2 that I've seen.
Already good start.
Probably missed 5 early, but we won't count those.
Oh, they get the pounce. Here comes the rotation from 9. Shows up. And, well, we were talking about which of the side lanes are we going to be targeting here at the Tusk, because we know he's going to rotate around. Choosing to shut down Amar a little bit. Do you think that's a player preference or about the hero?
I think it might even be just based on the situation and Neta making the call. If you look at top lane, like, it doesn't really look like he needs the gank here. The Morphling's already left the lane. Neta doing some wave dragging shenanigans as expected. The tower is taking damage. These creeps, no one's getting the XP here.
Yeah, 4-1. Tundra up by 1,000 net worth early.
I mean, the big power play for me is going to be OG's supports cannot drag their cores into the game. Right, these are backline supports with heals and nukes. The upside is once your cores come online, OG supports come online as well. That's why they're trying to get this blink on Amar. He's going to do some ancient
farming. Got the epicenter. He's going to throw it out here. He's going to do some ancient farming right in the nose of Tundra, apparently, while Taiga is going to be chased down by 9 here. No hope to be able to save him. Amar popping the healing salve underneath this Sandstorm, while the rest of Tundra trying to get the last hits.
Got a sentry, it seems.
Nice trying to hold the aggro out of the Sandstorm here. Oh, got them both.
Very nicely played, and he gets a little bit of damage. Now they see him. Oh, the pounce barely off the mark. Burrow strikes over the side, and now BTM is here to be able to help him out. Amar just on the sliver of HP, but they can't quite see him. They're going to be able to kill Skeeter as well. BTM to the rescue, and now 9 may be the 3rd pickup as OG. Oh, beautiful shards. BZM doesn't quite have a lot of mana. Does he have enough to be able to jump over to the other side? His slide is not going to be good enough. He has plenty of remnants, but the mana is the real issue. They fed him some mangoes, not good enough.
Great fight for OG. I mean, we're talking about enabling the Sand King, getting him to blink. If Sand King dies and you lose that stack, you're absolutely screwed going into this mid game. Now they have a very good fighting chance to get the Sand King online, push towards this Maelstrom on Ember, who again, who's having the best game in this game right now? It's BZM.
Yeah, he is very farmed. I mean, you can.
Nice shot. Burst down Amar with the help of the birds. They'll keep that chain stun going. Snake King, even though he missed that arrow earlier, Lands recovery one, gets another kill on Ammar, continuing to shut him down bottom of all the cores right now.
Sinned a little bit, you farm the Ancients, you get your pot on this level 7. Now suddenly, you know, have this little bit stronger time, maybe a minute later. And I think that's something that Tundra is more willing to do than a lot of other teams who maybe lose a little bit of focus. Maybe they force this mid push a bit too much, waste some time. Now suddenly their economy gets hurt a lot, and OG, you know, starts to creep back a little bit.
I mean, this is the Slark Diffusal. We're on a level 7. Ammar's just channeling.
Yeah, he's... Ooh, okay. Snowball, they're going to go for Misha here. Ammar still trying to set up. Good save from Taiga. The Crystal Maiden's still eventually going to die. And look at that. Soxa gets a really nice toss back onto the Oracle as well. Taiga does what he can, but ultimately he's just going to be throwing damage around before he eventually dies and gives another stack over to Skeeter.
Man, the amount of pump fakes from Ammar. I thought he knew that smoke was coming. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my,
seriously.
how does he know? But I think they were just, again, anticipating this mid move. They had the Sand King Blink. They had the Ember Maelstrom.
Kill you, but I'm going to sit here and annoy you. I'm going to cast my spells. You're going to be mildly irritated. But there's more coming now. And yeah, I mean, the map being small like this, OG's heroes, they can only really kill you out of smoke.
Oh, they surprised him, but the Shrink Morph went off just in time. And now that is actually baited 9 into death here because OG actually brought the full party here. Everybody but Ammar is hanging out in this Radiant jungle.
Yeah, a bit rushed from Tundra. To be honest, I'm surprised they're not pushing things a little bit more. The Slark having the Diffusal Blade.
Ooh, good sentry laid out. Spotted Skeeter.
He knows.
He actually thought maybe there was ward or something to be able to deal with the sentry in time.
Master tier Slark carrying his own sentries. That's how you know someone's a Slark player.
I mean, nowadays, Slarks are incentivized to do it. Find those wards, they're worth so much.
Was it his sentry though, or did someone else buy it for him? Because there's a difference.
No,
There
surely
is a
he
difference.
bought it because he wants the bounty for it.
He bought it. Oh no, he planted it. I can't see. GG.
Looking for Ammar again.
Oh, sneaking in from behind. Soxa's going to be able to get the toss back, and they land the pounce immediately afterwards. Burrow strike in a second, but he can't get it off in time. That pounce just lasted too long, and the TP had to be canceled, so this is a free tower push. Aspect of Mirana as a support, right? It kind of functions like those hoodwinks or something because he could be up there and probably won't die because of his mobility. But Soxa, well, he doesn't have the same kind of options, and once again will be victim of OG's aggression. They're immediately going to smoke up afterwards here, but it was underneath the high ground ward.
Yeah, he's going to break it.
9. Good job there. Breaking a bit of the smoke. OG, I know they've been spotted, but yeah, they're still going to go for that mid tower regardless.
It's low. There's a glyph here.
Free pick off on Misha, but there's going to be the jump in from DCM. He's getting caught by the birds, perhaps. The Morphling cut
Out
in.
of mana.
Needed to go for Snaking, gets burned out of all this mana. They land the pounce there as well. And 33 is full health. Here comes the Epicenter, and Misha with a great ultimate as well. The arrow! It stops the Epicenter. No chance for Ammar. A toss back from Soxa. What a hit with the avalanche shots combination, bringing everybody low, and Tundra just kind of clean through the OG heroes.
Oh man, what an arrow to stop that Epicenter. So much damage negated in the fight. OG cannot clean it up. I'm not sure they were going to be close with that Wraith Pack down and put already on this Visage, but absolute disaster. BZM just getting his mana burned on the jump too. He just remnants straight into birds, and Skeeter sitting there like, oh, you did the pounce for me, son. Just drains all his mana, gets the stacks up. Tundra cannot ask for a better fight in the area. Get some freebies.
Yeah, I mean, they get these wards, but I think OG not that unhappy with the way the map is being split right now. You see them run all the way down bottom, Tundra reacts, and OG's already up in top lane buying some time. Like, you know, the gold lead, since they got the Aegis, not really changed very much.
Misha, that was rather bold. Anything for that extra frostbite, I guess. You just walked in melee range to the birds on that one, and Tundra's like, okay, we are already planning on pressuring some more. Ooh, Ammar? Soxa really trying to force this by going behind. It does set up Ammar for the opportunity. The Epicenter for the Avalanche actually went out there and stalled things out, and with the Morphling already dead, there goes all your damage. Tundra, they're just way too big.
I mean, where's your damage going to come from? You already have full Wraith Pack pipe on this Visage.
Sand King does literally no damage at that point.
You do nothing. I think if Sand King channels all of his spells and connects them on everybody, you're doing like 500 damage. And Skeeter's just going into the whole team alone.
Finds an opening here. Taiga not going to be hit by the arrow, but still hit by that extra pounce. He's going to have a little bit of help here. Does, of course, have the Aegis, so it's perfectly fine for Skeeter to be super aggressive here. After all, he's setting up the rest of the team to come in from behind. Nice block in there with the shards. It's going to set up an arrow. That's going to land onto Taiga. They're going to leave their supports behind. OG full bailing out once again. They do not have the firepower to win team fights. They cannot win 5-on-5. So as soon as Tundra shows up in force, they have to retreat.
This is high ground. This is glyph for sure. I think Tundra just stays around.
There's the drum, the force staff, the wraith pack, the pipe. Like, they've got all the Tundra items, and they're running it down your throat.
Nice. Good toss back. I mean, he just had so many setups, right? If you toss him straight up in the air, it would have been an arrow. He tosses him over the Skeeter to allow the pounce to land. Tips start coming out. Snake King, I mean, Amar, no impact, no idea. He has not had a whole lot of fun in this Sand King game, and I think so much of the story of this game comes back to the draft and where we were talking about how they were preemptively setting up for Tundra's like zoo stuff and how they drafted a certain way specifically, and it seems to have put OG out of their own comfort zone. I mean,
they're just searching for any sort of extra damage at this point.
Yeah, you can see your ult.
Oh, up with the punch, the snowball, the arrow coming in as well. The shrink morph is doing its work, but now they've got the pounce, and that's going to be good enough. Misha, freezing field, but he just dies too damn quickly. BCM is going to be locked down. Amar goes through, hits the pro strike, only onto 1. They're focusing on 33, but he is super tanky, and Skeeter is completely uncontested. One by one, he will just knock down these heroes, take away their agility, and that is it. OG. Well, GG out. This was no contest. Tundra 26-7 in this game 1. This had to have been a hell of a confidence boost here on the main stage of TI.
Our hero pick. I mean, 3 strength heroes and a Visage who's going to give you max reactive stacks. It already felt good, and then the Lifestealer coming out. There's just not much pressure on a Timber.
And now that we know that it's a mid-primal beast, we can be certain that OG are going to be able to fight into Tundra early on too, because primal beast can offer that to you the same way that a Pango does. We just assumed that it would be comboed up with the Marcy, but...
Curious about this mid matchup. The panel discussed a little bit the Spear Breaker versus the primal beast. This matchup's very weird, right? Because you're... as I say that, and already off to a different pace. That Timbersaw lane getting damage done between the heavy nuke damage. Snaking pays the price with level 1 Starstorm.
Yeah, it seems Snaking just really underestimated the firepower of this lane. That's very awkward. But yeah, back to this, I mean, we don't ever see this matchup. What is this?
I don't think anybody's ever seen this matchup. Maybe
Quinn,
only
have you ever played this one?
I've never played or seen this. It looks like it might be Spear Breaker favored.
Yeah, Quinn, walk us through the details of this matchup.
Yeah, really get into the minutia.
So Unga Bunga, that's most of it. Yeah,
he's walking him down.
Oh, there it is. You said it. It's just who bigger, you know, who bigger who.
He doesn't
That's all it
yell.
And Primal, yeah, Primal Beast has got the uproar. He's the biggest yeller.
I'm not sure what happened. Maybe 9 charged him aggressively to try and stop him from CSing, and then he got yelled on. He might have like pushed it a bit too much, because I think what should happen is both of the 70 damage Unga Bunga heroes should just like CS realistically for most of the lane. But I think he might have got a little too aggressive, and it's a pretty costly death. You get behind on levels, and suddenly maybe this starts happening more.
I agree. You're going to arrow Timbersaw under his tower and dive him? It might be a different story.
So it looks like OG, CS-wise, pretty happy with all their lanes. The Phantom Lancer, who's bottom of the bunch, really isn't that far behind. Seems like mid lane's going very well, which is a little surprising to me. Taiga is going to be able to pick up the kill on Snake King again here, as he just does not seem to match up well against this 4 Oracle. Misha getting a little bit low, but so is 33. Iragi gunning for it. Does have one more Phantom Rush, and that final swing will get the kill. A big one to be able to take down 33's Visage. Already setting him behind in laning phase.
3 OG cores pushing the top here of CS and net worth.
Yeah, this hero is very, very strong. The kill 30 provides is crazy. He gives you initiation. He can scale like crazy. He gives you a buttload of stuns as the game progresses.
And his lanes are just non-stop fighting.
Now, Misha's going to get a bit low here, enough to push him back. Here comes the
actual charge.
First big rotation, the actual charge coming in from 9. They're going to start throwing some damage into Iragi. They manage to force him to use the Doppelganger early, which means this charge is going to be beautifully placed. Misha interrupt, but they can't quite stop it. 9 still gets off his ultimate and will be able to get the kill on BZM. BZM is now here. The dinosaur just grabs up Saksa, slams his head into the pavement, and bye-bye supports. There's nowhere for him to run to. Taiga will gladly take that killing spree. He's like, you know what, guys? Yeah, I'm going to play the sacrificial role. I'm going to play these healers and stuff, but I still want the last hits.
This right here is not what you want to see. Yeah. Lifestealer has been kicked out of his lane, and that is a worry. If you're ever on the team with Lifestealer and he's getting forced to leave.
BCM protecting Taiga, and the setup here. Taiga secures the kill with the Purifying Flames. Dominating streak for him.
Yeah, I mean, sort of the flip script from last game. You start to worry about Tundra's damage a little bit. Suddenly, the Shaker, Spear Breaker, Nakes together, level 3 Potom. You're looking at, you know, a Timbersaw and a Primal with an Oracle behind them. You're wondering, I wonder if they're going to be able to kill these heroes as time progresses.
I can't do much to them. The other heroes you said not doing much. Are they going to get a fast Vessel in this game? I don't even think they're going to get a fast Urn. I mean, this guy's going to be invincible. And
oh, he's begging for a bash. Okay, they do manage to get it off of the Fisher. Skeeter is joining in here. I mean, they got to do something a little bit funky here because, as you said, this game is not setting up well. So apparently all the cores are going to come into this mid area and try and chase down BZM with the Uproar. He's got some armor, so he's not the easiest to kill, but he will eventually go down.
Just 5 mana off that onslaught, no escape mechanism. That's a huge pickup for them.
Check in with the teams there for a second, just seeing what they're up to, and it feels like OG, they feel pretty good about them. They do have Tundra. They are going to have to start making some moves, and Skeeter, once again, is going to try and get involved here. As he's going to go infest inside of 9. They're going to try and set this up. 9 actually popping out of that smoke. Taiga's already here as well. They're going to start scouting things behind the tower. They're going to go for Ammar, but Taiga is behind him. They need to be able to address this Oracle and kill him quickly. They get that fast kill, and now Ammar, let's see if they can chase him down. Saksa was on the other side of things. He's going to need to hit a lot of stuns, and the rest of OG, yeah, they're here. Ammar turning around with the Chakra, the Moonlight Shadow, allows them to get on top of BZM. Oh, they didn't have any detection. They didn't expect this one. Even with the arrow coming in, it's not needed. They just bursted down that Primal Beast. Where was all that damage? Is the Life Stealer just pumping out a lot of damage on that Primal Beast?
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, I think this Timber TP bottom maybe looks a lot better than it actually was. I think if you compare it to like the games where this TP feels extremely powerful, Tundra has the map sorted themselves. They can make this move there, and it's a bit awkward for OG.
Yeah, they're trying to run it back and get the punish without the numbers. Double core commitment for OG.
Saksa trying to intercept. It was good echo, but unfortunately, he just doesn't have the damage. Doesn't have the levels, no aftershock, or just level 1 rather. So he's probably going to get chased down as well, and Snaking just has to fully abandon this bottom lane. OG showing up in force.
People are going to be bounced around. I think, yeah, we see Yuragi. He's actually going S and Y here. So he's going to build S and Y into Heart. That is going to be extremely hard for Tundra to deal with. Meanwhile, BZM, he's just keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Yep, trying to go for Zaksa. They do have Skeeter showing up with the charge coming through as well. BZM may be in a bit of trouble here, but Taiga's sitting in the back. He's ready to go with the save of the False Promise. Misha, he's going to use it there. Taiga, Misha turns around. He does what damage he can. False Promise is going to wear out. He probably will die here, but at least he did some damage on his way out. Taiga almost getting charged. They lose vision. Now they get into the charge. Oh, the self-purge. What a beauty. And a big onslaught in from BZM. Knocking back 4. He'll bring down Snaking first with the infest inside of his 9. They're going to be able to get a little bit of a reset here. But is OG going to keep pursuing? Is Tundra going to fight back underneath his tower? Both teams posturing, feinting, but ultimately not pulling the trigger. We start stalling out the game any longer, we get to the point you were talking about, right? Where the Phantom Lancer is too tanky for them to deal with.
Yeah, it is very spooky. I mean, Avery talks about this Spirit Breaker being able to pick people off a little more, but...
Grabbed. Skeeter does still have the rage. No infest, though, so he's going to have to back out. BZM realizing that he's actually still has some capabilities of fighting here, especially with the rest of OG backing him up.
Tundra was smoking there. I think they really wanted to be there at that moment to take the fight, turn it around with the Life Stealer.
They still have an opportunity, maybe able to burst down BZM. They get him. And the jump in from Nisha puts him in a nasty position. Skeeter should be able to finish this up. Once again, there's going to be the False Promise, but Nisha knows he's dead. He'll just go down fighting where he can. Amar's going to show up. Skeeter needs to help. That's the infest. He's dead. Overextending himself. Echo. Oh, Yuragi has overextended himself. And the Fisher straight over onto Ammar was a nice touch there from Saksa as well.
All right, Tundra striking back with this random river fight that just connected off the back of that smoke. BZM did not get BKB off or anything. That's a completely different fight if it goes the other way. Moonlight Shadow. It's doing a good job of, equalizing the net worth differential here. Saksa has got a lot of farm in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Like, he's almost a blink on top of the shard. Those fights helping him. OG want to keep the pace up, looking for 33.
The birds are going to drop, stopping that channel. Shouldn't be a problem here for 33 to get out, but maybe Tundra wants to go back in. They see Ammar. Skeeter leading the charge. He's going to start slowing him down. With the Maelstrom, actually does A little bit of damage there. BCM, oh, he was trying to hunt down Soxa. Now the turnaround Fisher, and once again, he's just getting 100 to 0. No BKB going on 33. Uragi was trying to address him to be able to eat through that cloak, but now Tundra playing together, went back to 33, made sure the Phantom Lancer wasn't a problem. Now they're going to try and chase down some more heroes, and that's going to be Taiga. Once again, he's following his course into battle, but when they lose that fight, he has no way out, and he is just the +1 after every lost team fight. Soxa, oh, this could be deadly.
This is the blink reveal too.
This is the blink reveal. He's going to go and with this smoke get a really nice lane ward, but if the smoke breaks right here, he's going to go for it. Fisher goes out, jumps straight in, Echo, half health already, but the damage still isn't there. They need more follow from the rest of the team. Skeeter's trying to do what he can, but the false promise has already gone out on Uragi. Uragi's going to go back in. He needs that Aegis. Wants to be able to pick it up, and then it stabs it away. Now grabs up the Lifestealer, slams him down to the ground, and he's dead. Misha, he's going to fall, but the fight is won, and Tundra are on the retreat. 33 going to be chased down by BZM. Big bad primal beast slows him down, and they're going to just keep the vision. 33 has no way out of this one, I think. Slowly but surely, they're going to catch up to him. They're going to work him down, and that is going to be 3 heroes dying and the Aegis picked up for OG. What a turn that could have been if only Tundra had been there with more heroes. Soxa hit the entry, but there was no follow-up.
Huge amount of damage on that jump. That's the power of the Oracle, though. Keeps those cores alive, and more importantly, it's not BZM going down first. BZM definitely isn't.
No, he is not scared at all. They're going to once again do the turnaround with a Fisher and put some damage onto him, but of course, not only does he have Oracle, he's got the Aegis, he's got a BKB.
Charge from behind.
Out there. Ooh, this is interesting. Manage gets 2. The most important hero, Oracle, dies first, and Misha's going to fall too. BZM has already lost his Aegis. Tundra, this charge in from 9 may have just set them up for a fantastic team fight. The second part, he's going to hit the charge on through. Doesn't actually hit the real Phantom Lancer, but the charge comes in from BZM this time with the onslaught. He's going to go for the BKB TP out, just make sure he stays alive. Thanks to the uproar, that extra armor is going to go to work.
What a disaster of a push. What a charge angle from 9.
How did he get that?
He was just an enemy jungle farming after the Lost Roche fight. Just comes in from behind.
Is one of those as a core, it kind of snowballs in that regard, right? If you get to the Shadow Blade, Aghanim Scepter and such, and you one-shot waves, then you just continue to build up on those items. But if you don't get to that point, you just become another support, perhaps. Uh-oh. He's going to maybe have to blow the BKB. Nope, the Fisher's going to come through. Really good stab. Another Ice Echo. They're going to change stun Uragi. Oh, the onslaught. It's not enough to be able to save him. The BKB goes out from 9. They go for the Infest. 9 can keep the charge going up, and he's immediately, he had a laser focus. He is looking out for that Oracle. He's got a head on a swivel, and he found him, and now they're going to be able to get the Timber Saw as well. 9. Really good save. I mean, Skeeter jumping inside of him enabled that in the first place, but 9 being able to find the right hero to charge every time.
And that's a sign of a Visage play right there, too. It didn't even look like the bird was even close, but he knows the range of the drop so well. He just barely clips him on the edge. Getting that +1 kill, like, that's the top net worth Timber Saw. OG really not very easy for them to start fights. It's either a charge, it's a Marcy jump, it's an Oracle Q, not really super consistent ways. Dire has like 15 angles, 12 stuns, like they're coming from all different places. And if Radiant isn't invincible, at some point it's a little bit spooky for OG to actually start the fight, like Avery was saying.
Now Tundra just boldly going into the triangle here. Uragi's going to start it off, though.
Yeah, once again,
they found the Shaker.
They found the Earthshaker. That is so important. They have the Chakram going out. Soxa gets a little bit of force step away. Staking helps him out, and they manage to reset. Meanwhile, Skeeter put the damage and already killed Misha. They're going to find the real Phantom Lancer here. Managed to get the ultimate off on him, too. He's going to be false promise. They need to be able to save him. BZM right in the middle of things. Trying to go for the break, but the Vincent took hardly any damage whatsoever. And it seems like Tundra as a whole are looking pretty good as the Echo goes out in the back line to try and distance himself away from this Timber Saw. And now the rest of the team starts funneling in. They weren't able to get that chain stun. Visage needs to get out as well. Fortunately, that Aghanim Scepter allowing him to fly away. He's keeping on top of Uragi, while Lamar did find a little cubby hole to be able to TP out. So both the sidelines are going to be able to retreat and reset, but Tundra, once again, walking away the victors of the team fights. When was the last time OG won a fight?
When was the last? He actually saw OG had a gem earlier in this game. That's why they got it, because they knew they needed this vision on the front line.
Yeah.
That was lost a long time ago. Taiga's gem in the hands of 33 Visage for a decent amount of time now. Not easy to take these fights vision-wise, and Tundra looking for the pincer maneuver here.
Yes, they are. They found the real Uragi. Can they get the arrow stun? Not quite. He OG does manage Doppelganger away to the side. They have the Fisher to stall it up, but at this point,
33 in the back, though.
oh, he is in the back, and he's going to be able to catch. They spotted the Oracle. Their charge is coming through, and he's already dead. BZM, meanwhile, does manage to grab 33. They've broken him and managed to get through his cloak, but he dropped down into stone form, so he's good. And Skeeter now comes in with a cleanup. A charge on through, bumping BZM, gets a bash as well. He's good. Slammed on the Uragi, and that is it. Triple pickup for Skeeter, ultra kill in the end. And now it's time to go high ground. Tundra. It was looking a little suspect in the first 15 minutes. We weren't sure if they were going to be able to pull through, but they had a strong understanding of how to play up against OG. And now it's going to be a lane. It's going to be straight up tier 4s. Are we going to go for it?
They are going.
That's a clutch ball.
Amar buys out Ags. He's trying to get the extra damage to dissuade this.
Oh my god. The double chakrams are going to be thrown out. This could be really messy. This could be, you have a serious lead here.
But Neil has to buy back here. It would be a disaster for OG's item progression.
Let's see if they can hold. The double chakrams doing so much damage. This buyout of the Aghanim Scepter, it may just be what bails out OG, or maybe Tundra can't be done. Misha gets up top. The Vintage is dead. He doesn't manage to get up the stone fort. They've already cleared through the ages as well. 9, he's going to have to jump away. The Shadow Blade back out. Saksa spotted as well. Oh no, Tundra. Now they're not even going to be able to get Elena Barracks off of that. They cleared out the tier 4s. No infest. He's got an armlet toggle to work with, but he immediately gets grabbed. The charge on through. Denied. He gets canceled by the AoE stun from BZM, and now 9 is going to be in some trouble. Run down by the Phantom Rush. A chance of revenge. A charge away just in time. The last bit of damage wasn't there. Well, all eyes then on the Misha-Amar duo. See if they can get the combination of the right initiating stun and the damage to follow it up to win a fight for OG. This is a great opportunity if they can get it. The snaking kill, maybe not so much, but the Earthshaker does manage to slip away. Now the charge on through, they couldn't even kill the pot up. Misha is now dead. Amar's looking for something to be able to hunt, but look at Saksa playing the edges here. He's ready to go back in. The charge is controlling up BZM. He's not getting anything off. Now they've got the Fisher. The chain stun onto the Phantom Lancer. Yes, a false promise goes off last second, but is he even going to be able to have the heals? He's got the heart pumping away. He starts to throw some damage over to 9, but it's just pitiful. He's going to get knocked out. The heart regen is not going to be enough, and GG is called. Tundra 2-0 over OG. They've done it again. They set themselves in a position to be able to match up against their rivals within the Western European region. They said, we are good enough to take you. They have lost some series before, but the important ones they've managed to pull through against OG, and they did it again on the most important stage of all here at TI.
You know, 4 years ago, Snaking was also top of his group. And that team had a choice between OG and LGD, and we chose OG, and it did not end well. This time around, the Dark Pact, or whatever you want to call it, has been broken to a degree, and he's able to overcome some of these past demons.